What to do, KTTV? This is KT, and I'm coming at you live with another episode of the Daily K Podcast. And on today's episode, we have Mr. Nelton Benard, a 16-year Marine serviceman and a high school recruiter here in Houston, Texas. Mr. Benard is going to talk to the KTTV audience about some of the obstacles he overcame during childhood, the Marine recruitment process, some of the programs offered by the military, his passion for speaking to young children, and more. Stay tuned.
I'm good, man. Appreciate having me, man.
I want to say thank you for taking time out to come and talk to the KTTV audience. The information that you have, the video that you send me of you speaking and your story, man. So
thank you.
I appreciate you for doing the work, man, and for your service.
Oh, appreciate you.
You know how that goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so as we jump into it, man, if you can give us a little bit of background about you, how you got into the military, and how long you been in the service.
Okay, so I went to Willow Ridge High School, you know what I'm saying, the Ridge. I really didn't know what I wanted to do or be. And at the time, I wasn't feeling school, but I was being honest with myself. I wasn't trying to force it, but, and I was in Marine Corps RGC at that. So I never thought about the military, believe it or not, until my senior year. A recruiter came to my class, just like what I do now, and spoke about it. And then at the end, he was like, anybody who feel like they want to be a part of this, raise your hand. I thought for about 5 seconds. I raised my hand. Something hit me, because at the end of the day, I knew I wasn't the school type, but I didn't want to be a bum though, And from that point, and the reason why I chose the Marines because I knew it was going to give me the biggest challenge. And at that point, I was lost. I wanted to help with more discipline. I wanted to get more structure, more direction. I knew the Marines were gonna give that to me, and it was like, but it's the hardest one. I need that. And it wasn't popular from all my friends, and when I told them, but it wasn't about them. It was about me. Now when they see me now, they like, bro, I wish I'd have went with you. Look at you, man. Look what you're doing and everything. So I mean, I've been in the Marine Corps now over 16 years. September 15, 2003, to be exact.
Come on. That's close to my anniversary. I moved to Houston September 3rd, 2003.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
That time is special.
Yes, sir.
Too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
16 years in the game, man.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Less than 4 more to retire.
Yeah. Oh,
less than 4 more to retire. Yes, sir. 20 years, I can be out.
Yes. Come on,
and get them benefits. Yes, sir.
Come on, man. So, as we talk about the 16 years of service, and you're saying that you were not school type, leading up to that, give me a little bit of background of some of the things that you was faced with as far as your challenges.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Where can I start? Let's see. My biggest one that I can definitely that comes in my mind is when I was younger. I was around 19 years old. My mom and dad they split. They didn't work out, and immediately after they split, we went from townhouse to living out of our van.
Okay.
I was in the 4th grade at the time. I didn't know what was going on, so we were, doing from house to in the van, and you got that anger because you can't do nothing, you don't know what's going on. So I went to the school, man. I tore that classroom up.
Come on.
And so what happened was my 4th grade teacher, she was like, "I'm gonna put you back in your 3rd grade class." I'm like, okay. And then my mom found out. She came up to the school. I'm thinking, okay, I'm in trouble. Oh my God, I'm about to get it. Man, when I tell you, my mom, not only she got with the teacher, because that wasn't the proper thing to do, but she pulled me aside as though I was like the man of the house and was like, look, check this out. I understand you you understand what's going on right now, and you can't really do anything to change the situation. But if you want to help me, I need you to not bring attention to us. Because our situation was only get worse if they find out what's really going on. And bro, when I tell you, when she sat me down and talked to me, it took but one time. Something clicked. It was like, okay, you got to be the example now. Daddy ain't here no more. I'm the second oldest of 5. I have an older sister, but I'm the oldest boy. So they looking at me like, okay, because they see the oldest, and what I do, they gonna want to follow. And so I was like, you know what? Okay, mama. Ever since then, whatever mama asked me to do, whatever she needed me to do, I was there.
Come on, man.
And she's the reason why I'm in the Marine Corps now, because she saw something in me that I needed that I didn't see myself. So when I joined, when I went to, high school, she was like, Nelson, could you join the RTC program? Now, mind you, I didn't know what it was. I said, okay, mama. Just like that. I got in and I liked it. And then fast forward, when I brought it to my mom's attention that I think I'm really gonna join the Marines. I'm thinking, okay, she about to, because it was after 9/11, everything was popping off.
Serious.
So I'm thinking, okay, mom's gonna give me pushback. She was like, okay, son, where do I sign? I was like, wow. And then this is what really got me, man. So after I joined, went to boot camp and everything, my first duty station was Japan. So that's 10,000 miles away from home. My mama told me, Nelton, when you go in, do not come out, don't come home. All right. I was like, what's she talking about? I was, son, what you mean? She meant ain't nothing back here for you. Man, and when I said she was in everything but correct about what she was saying to me, and I was like, wow, like moms really do know. And since then, my mom has been praising me. All my students look up to me. My friends who knew me, they just like, man, we so proud of you. And it's all because, I listened and I didn't want to become something that, either my family members or whatever my dad didn't do. I didn't succumb to that. I made the decision, say, I want to be better. And with my mom pushing me, being a strong black mother that she was, I saw her do whatever it took to make it happen. So that was instilled in me. Now, she wasn't in the military, but she was very militant. Yeah. So when I went to boot camp, I'm like, this ain't, y'all ain't got none of my mama. So, it was a life-changing event. And I tell people I would do it all over again. Yes, sir. I would do it all over again.
That's cool, man. So, one of the main reasons I would say to look up would be, from what I know about the boot camp, you have to be not only physically strong, but mentally strong.
Yes, sir.
And so that is commendable in itself. But thinking about somebody who is thinking about taking that jump to a boot camp, how does that process look, man? What are some of the things that you had to basically overcome? For
me, being in the RTC, like I said, the physical fitness really wasn't an issue for me. All right, so it was more so getting my mind right, and this is what it really comes down to. Because joining the military, joining something that you know nothing about, that's new to you, it's scary for the simple fact that it's outside your comfort zone. But like you said, if you cannot level up or grow if you stay in your little box, you have to get out there. Case in point. So I was terrible at public speaking. I was terrified of it. I couldn't get in a classroom of 5 people and read out loud. It just did something to me. But guess what the Marines did? All right, get out there. You're going to sink or swim.
Man.
And the crazy part, every time that I took the challenge and never ran, win, lose, or draw, I won something. I gained something. And it just build on top. So now I'm here as a recruiter. Now I can talk to the whole school and won't miss a beat and be mad when the principal say your time is up. So, just that confidence, believing in yourself that you can actually do something that you never thought you can do. So as a recruiter, I mold these young men and women to understand, look, everything you're going to get, you're going to earn, and you're going to be appreciative because you're going to remember what you had to do.
Come on, man.
And nobody can take it from you. Nobody.
Come on, man. So what was the hardest part of that whole experience, the boot camp experience? What part was like?
For me, honestly, it was the swimming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's cliche as it sounds, it was the swimming because, again, I was uneasy. I was not confident in the water. Yes, I could swim, but we talking about deep water, jumping off a 10-foot diving board, going to the bottom, got to come up and then swim to the side. Not only then, you have to float for about 3-4 minutes straight without going underwater or without touching the wall. I failed the first 3 times.
Okay.
So what happened after the third time, that 4th time, they was like, look, listen to what we're telling you. Trust in yourself and your ability. And some clicked. I was like, you know what? I ain't going home. I came here to be a Marine. I'm not going home. So it clicked, and I listened. I trust myself. I relaxed, and I passed it. Just stay and float. Now you throw me in the water. Now I'm good. Now.
Oh yeah. Come on, man.
I'm good now. But it was that mental block they had to overcome.
Come on, man. That's kind of like when we tell our kids that growth mindset. And just we give them the water out every 9 weeks, and it's called a persistence award. Because just like what you did, you said 1, 2, 3, and I could have been done. And this ain't for me. I'm out. But you stuck it out, And like you said, you gained something on the other side. 16-year career.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
God. Oh, so in the military now, what is your primary role?
My primary role right now is I am a Marine Corps recruiter for A-Leaf District for Elsik High School. Yes. I've been doing it since May 23rd, 2017. Yes. It's a 3-year duty. Okay. So at this coming summer, I'll be done with my recruiting duties, and I'll be going back to my primary job of communications. Okay. So yes. So as of right now, my job is to find young men and women to pretty much replace me. Yes. You know, I'm the old guy now. You know, when the young guys see me, but they don't think I look, you know, my age. I'm 34. Come on, man. I just turned 34 on January 13th. Come on, man. Happy belated. Hey, thank you. And again, it's just more so just molding the next young generation, you know, to serve, to, you know, just make themselves better at the end of the day.
And the role before this was the communication.
Yes, communications. Yes, sir.
So talk to me about that, and then how did you get there? Did you go through schooling while you were in the Corps to do that, or how to talk to them about it?
Okay, so my communications job, I got that, you know, as I'm signing up for the Marine Corps. Okay. So before you go to boot camp, you get a job assignment. Okay. Mine was communications. Okay. So pretty much what I did during that time before I got on recruiting, I was pretty much like, you know, AT&T for the Marines, right? Okay. So I'm doing the infrastructures. I'm on the telephone poles, you know what I'm saying, in the manholes in the ground, pulling the cable and stuff like that, you know, pretty much like a commercial, you know, telecommunications person. Okay. So, and then that evolved to being more tactical. So now how you see us go out to the field and in the battlefield and everything, my job is set up an infrastructure so those guys who are fighting the fight, they have a way to communicate via phone, radio, laptop, internet. So that's my job to make sure that is up and running.
Okay, so you there before they even get there?
Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir, because we gotta make sure everything's set up and good to go so they can just do their job, okay? Everybody has a supporting role for those guys that are out there fighting the fight.
And so where are some of the places like that you went and had to set up?
Ooh, okay, so what can I? Korea. Okay. South Korea. Yes. Japan. I've been to California, Abu Dhabi, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, Djibouti, Africa. Let's see what else. Philippines and Thailand. Come on, man. Look at all these places, though. And it's crazy because I never thought when I was 17 I'd be visiting all these places around the world. Yes. And look, I am now just international. Come on, man. Going in, doing the work. On the Marine Corps down. Yes. Yes. Nothing like that. You got experience, you got stories, and then you got service. Yes, sir.
Come on, brother.
Yes, sir.
I love it, man. So then back to the recruiting role.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about that process. Like we said when we was talking a few minutes ago, you can be in school, and then you wait to graduate, or you could be a graduate.
Yes, sir.
So I come to you, I say, this is for me. What happens next?
Okay, so what I do, me personally, I'm gonna talk with you, see where your mind's at. You know, I'm not gonna jump up and down because you say you want to join the Marines, because at the end of the day, we don't want everybody. Yes. You know, this is what it is. We don't want everybody. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna screen you out. Okay. Medical. Make sure you know you got all your limbs and you know conditions that prevent you to serve. Moral, if you know you got like felonies, that's like a disqualifier for us. You know, make sure you're a moral character. Drugs, you can't be high on anything. You can't be active user. You know, if you can't have too many kids. You know, and then also, I also check to see, you know, if you got to be a graduate as well too of high school. So the thing is, if you're not a graduate of high school, like you didn't do a traditional high school diploma, you have to at least pass the 10th grade to get a GED. Yes. And then with that GED, you need at least 15 college credits to be education qualified. A lot of people don't know that back in the day it was, you know, GED, all right, you good. You good. Now, GED, you need 15 college credits along with that GED. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's just the beginning. Yes. You know, just, you know, the initial conversation. Then we get into the ASVAB. Yes. Okay, 31 is the lowest score as far as pass or fail. So anything below 31, you're not qualified to join. 31 and above, then you're good to go. And then from there, we kind of decide what type of jobs you are best at, depending on what your rest of your scores are. Okay. You know. So that's what the ASVAB. Yes, sir. It's a aptitude battery test. It goes into mechanical stuff, electrical, clerical, you know, general knowledge. and arithmetic, vocabulary, paragraph comprehension, and then word knowledge, stuff like that. It's basic stuff that you learn in school.
Yes. And so then, like I said, we talked about the ASVAB, and then the is it MEPS?
Yeah, the MEPS.
Okay, so
Military Enlisted Processing Station.
Okay, so that's just after you take this test. Now I'm gonna send you.
Well, to do the physical. So now they're finna check you out. You're gonna see an actual doctor. You're gonna do a drug test. You're gonna do a hearing test. You're gonna do an eye test. You're gonna do a blood draw. All right, do a background check on you and everything, and then they're gonna ask you the type of questions about your life. Make sure everything lines up, and then from there, once that's all said and done, and you're qualified, then you swear in the little room, and you sign your contract. 8 years, 4 years active, 4 years inactive.
Okay.
And what that means is after your 4 years, you get out, say something, they need a mass of people to come back in, they can just pull from the guys who just got out because it makes it easier, like draft purposes. But that's not, we volunteer service right now, so ain't nothing you got to worry about. But yes, sir.
Man. And then after that, you headed to boot camp, and then that's when you get your book of knowledge.
Well, yeah. So after that, again, we have this a program called Delayed Entry Program. So when you sign up, you don't ship right to boot camp.
Yes.
A lot of people think, okay, I signed up and I'm gone. It could be a couple months to maybe up to a year, depending on what your situation is. So during that time, I'm going to train you a couple times a week, make sure you're physically and mentally ready each and every week. I'm going to talk with you. I'm going to be your mentor, your big brother.
So it's an ongoing.
Yes, sir. From the time you speak to me the first time until you get back from boot camp. I'm gonna be on you because even in boot camp, I'm gonna write your letters, make sure everything's going good. But yeah, even yes, sir. Even if they're a senior in high school, I'm checking on their grades, make sure their attendance is good, make sure because we want a certain product. All right, you can't tell me you want to be part of my team, but you're not upholding your end of the deal. So it's a constant mentorship.
Wow, dude, you already dropped some jewels because a lot of this. And I guess I would know because I'm not really in it, but from what you hear, you think the process is a lot easier, quote unquote.
Exactly.
But it's not. And then, like I say, for me, in unsuspecting, so somebody who don't know, thinking, I talk to you, you get me signed up, and you throw it. That ain't it.
No.
It's continue. You there for it.
That's right. That's right.
I did not know that.
That's right. It's a mentorship.
Yes.
So I take exceptionally I'm in it, so I got the passion because I know what it's like not to have a mentor. I had to grow up as a young man, had to figure it out. So the passion just comes out because when I'm walking in these high schools, I see me. I ask them, what you want to do, what you want to be? I don't know, sir. I never thought about it. Okay, I can't judge you because I was there. I'm not better than you. I just said I'm a little bit older. I made a little bit different choices. But we're going to get through this. As long as you're willing to be better and work and have an open mind, you could be just like me. Better yet, you could be better than me.
Message. Okay. So from the beginning to the end, and I guess it varies, but what is the longest, I guess, and shortest time you've seen the enlistment process take?
Okay, the shortest time was 3 days.
Wow.
Because if everything is in order, I need your birth certificate, Social Security card, and high school diploma, or your transcript stating that you're a senior in high school. Those are 3 things I need to sign you up. I'll do everything else. So that's easy. If you ain't got nothing crazy going on with you and nothing you got to go investigate or look into, schedule you, bam, 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 good. One day you do a physical, ASVAB, next day you do physical. Just like that, bam, bam. And you win. You go to the room, and then you're working with me. Now the longest, if you got some medical stuff going on, you got to get some documents, that may take a while, But personally for me, the longest, I've talked to several applicants, or several young men, and they were like, "No, sir, this is not for me." I gave them, a good presentation about what we are, and then maybe 8 months later, they were like, "Sir, I tried it my way. It ain't working out. You was right. I'm ready." So, and that's when we plant that seed though. I plant them seeds. So they don't always grow it, instantly. Some is like, you know what, sir, give me let me think about it, and they come back. And I get text messages all the time, bro. All the time. Say, "Sir, remember me? Yeah, what's up? Hey, I'm ready."
Now, and so let's say, like I said, the biggest thing that I wanted to bring you on to talk about was not everybody is going to college, right? So some people are going to go military, and that's going to be their life. But how does that go if I want to go to college once I'm in there?
Oh, perfect. So we have this program called tuition assistance. While you're serving active duty time, you get $4,500 a year to take classes. Marine Corps does not care what classes you're taking, just pass the class.
Yes.
Okay? Accumulate your credits, get your associates. As long as you stay in, you can use that program. Now, say you get out after 4 years, 8 years, we have the post 9/11 GI Bill.
Yes.
That's the program where for 36 months, the Marine Corps or the military is going to pay for your full-time, school, full-time school, no matter what university, trade school, whatever school you got accepted to, they're going to pay for a full tuition. And then on top of that, as long as you're going to school full-time, they will pay you a monthly stipend, depending on the area code where you're living. Okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. For 36 months.
Yeah. Wow, come on.
So you can end up coming from going in as a high school diploma and coming out with at least a bachelor's if you grinding.
Yes.
Master's if you really grinding.
Really grinding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For your service.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. And then if you don't use that, the GI Bill, you could pass it on to your spouse or your children. Yeah. Say you stay like me. Say if you stayed in like 20 years and you get all your schooling, you got your degrees, you still got the GI Bill you have. You can pass it on to the child or spouse.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And they can utilize it.
Man, this is some good information.
Yes, sir.
Man. I'm talking about and like I say, once again, my disclaimer is I'm not really in the loop, but from what I've thought over the years, and I don't know if it's changed, but this is way different than what I did, but because of the support, because of the access, the education. I knew that you can get to schooling, but passing it on, that's something I didn't know about. So I'm pretty sure nothing but good information, man, for the audience.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now let's turn the page a little bit, because the way we hooked up on here was you sent me the video of you speaking. So what was that event that you were speaking?
So it was the guy who got me on the event was Dominic Leonard. Yes. I met him. It's funny because I met him at Klinsman Intermediate, doing kind of the same thing I was doing at Hicks, right? Yes. Because I'm a registered volunteer in A-Leaf. Yes. So I want to go around to all the schools and speak and the career presentation. So that's how we met. He liked my spirit. He was like, "Hey man, you want to be on my motivational company?" I ain't never did nothing like this before, right? I didn't hesitate though. Yes. Come on. I didn't hesitate because again, I knew what my message is. I knew what I'm trying to get out to the people, So he booked us on there, and and so how the Fiesta thing came about, and that's how that story became so powerful because I never went back to Fiesta since I moved on with life. Yes. So right before I did that motivational conference, I took a visit. Yes. And then talk to us about that Fiesta. Okay. Yeah, because I remember they got the hottest water. Man. So in the initial phases of us being homeless, we were right off South Post Stoke, so the apartments weren't too far. So we would go to that Fiesta. My mom was sneakers in the women's bathroom, and strip us down, and give us a bath with cups of water from the sink. And I mean, she would never miss a beat. No matter what was thrown her way, she improvised, right? But it was something about that water, that sink water was so hot, man. Man, you'd be like, but she'd be like, don't move, sit down, Gotta roll, you know what I'm saying? So it's all that type of adversity, and it's like, man, she never wavered. She never wavered. So I'm looking at my mom like, well, my mom ain't tripping out, ain't crying, then what's my excuse? She's in charge, she's taking care of me. But yeah, man, we spent many a days in the Fiesta, staying out the rain and the cold and stuff, walking around Fiesta, just killing time, ain't got no money to buy nothing, just looking around like, man, all this food, we can't do nothing with it. That messes with your mind. Yeah. As a little kid, that messes with your mind. But again, listen to my mom's, and she was guiding us and showing us the way. And I was being strong for my younger siblings. So I kept them out of trouble because they saw big bro. Okay, big bro, he ain't doing nothing out of pocket, so we're going to follow. But I tell you, it was some hard times. And I went back to visit.
And I want to get back to the speaking, but one more question.
Yes, sir.
That. What was the turning point when you said, okay, things get better and you could tell? What happened to make you say, okay?
So I believe my mom had found a new job. Okay. All right, and then we were able to save some money. And we got us an apartment, because that stint lasted my fourth grade year, I think the rest of my fourth grade year, and then we got on our feet fifth grade year. Now, mind you, that was the first time we were homeless. I was homeless my middle school, I want to say between 7th and 8th, and then my senior year in high school. A lot of my friends to this day didn't know that. And I would go to school like ain't nothing going on because I still have to get my education. I can go and cry about my situation, but they got to get theirs like I got to get mine. So I thought it was best not to say nothing, not bring attention to myself. And you know, but yeah, they still like, wow, we didn't know, man. We didn't know.
Yes, but everything happens. If you survive it, it's only making you stronger and preparing you for what's coming. So that's how we hear today.
Yes, sir.
So with that speaking, have you did any other speaking engagements since then?
Not in that format. It's mainly due from the volunteer program, because I work with the high schools because I'm a recruiter, but I do elementary schools and middle schools. When they have career presentations, or I go and speak, I go in uniform, and you know, I tell them a bit of my story, and I tell them there's other things out here, you know, outside of being a actor and like a athlete, you know, because I go in there who want to be sports. You know, that's, you know, and I had to let them know, look, that's fine, but there's other things out there. So I give my stories in bits and pieces, and the crazy part is, I went as low as 2nd grade, and I talk to them just like I talk to anybody else, and they comprehend and understand, you know. So, and it's like, wow, and I love it because you get them early, because you go into high schools, and they just zombies, you know what I'm saying, zombies. So I'm like, wow. So that's why I was like, you know what? I think I found my audience, because I've always wanted to mentor and be a life coach and therapist and all that stuff, but I didn't know what field and what you know. But it has to be the youth, though. You know, it has to be. I think it's better to raise strong children than to repair broken men and women.
I agree, sir. I agree,
you know,
man, because like I say, everybody got that story, man, and so just going through life, it throws some hard things at you, especially like I said, I'm from Shreveport. Man. So my mom had me when she was 15.
Okay.
And so we you know, we went through some things together, you know, so we really tight, because she's 15 years older. And so like I said, a lot of those struggles that she had growing up and bumping her head, I was there for her, you know, and so, but that only strengthened us. But if you can not go through that, if you can help somebody, like if it was somebody that was just, but my granddad was there, but like, in the schools now, how I'm trying to serve kids, how you trying to serve kids, had it been somebody like that to just push me all the way through, I wonder if I would have been in the game. You know, I wonder if I would have been a drug dealer. You know, just things like that happens as you just bump your head and go through life, man. So I commend you for what you're doing, brother. You know, I look forward to you speaking and telling that story everywhere, man, because it's a good story, brother.
Yes, sir.
So as we wrap up the interview, it's 2 tidbits of information that I want you to try to leave with the audience today.
Okay.
So one, and we talked about, so you think about the kid who just committed suicide. He was going through homelessness, depression, nowhere else to turn. What do you say to kids in that position?
Man, so my biggest thing is you don't have to become what your environment is, you know, because, and it starts with the mindset. If you want more for yourself, then that'll translate from you doing more, because it starts with, and it's crazy because you meet a lot of kids, right, who already have a losing mentality, but you see that you capable of so much more, but you don't want to even try because, oh, society said this, oh, so and so said this, or I don't have this. No. If you don't believe in yourself, then why should I believe in you? You know. So that's the first thing I would say, because if you don't have any hope for yourself, then nobody's going to come along and help you. People help those who are going to help themselves, you know? So with my story, I don't accept excuses. I don't care what your story is, what your background is, you can change it, because you always are in control of what you do, what you say, and what you think 100% of the time.
100% of the time.
I don't care what nobody say, oh, so-and-so made me. They ain't make you do nothing.
Yeah, same thing I tell my kids. Yeah.
You allow them to manipulate you, or allow them to convince you. But at the end of the day, you chose to win or to lose. I chose to win. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a plan. I'm gonna give you some advice, but it's up to you to take it though.
Can't make you do it.
Can't make you do nothing you don't want to do. So that's what I would start. Get that mind. I penetrate the mind first, and see if they can come up out that, you know, that little hole they're in, because they got to dig themselves out that hole. You know, I can reach my hand down, but if you don't grab it, what we talking about?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, man. And so as I deal with the elementary kids on a daily basis, man, it's the same thing I'm saying. You know, when he made me get in trouble, did they threaten you? Did they say it was gonna hurt you? If they didn't, no, they didn't make you do anything. You know, you chose that, and so That's the same place I started with, man. So I agree with you. So then, the second piece, like the information you gave today, it should be enough. But let's say we got somebody, they are on the fence about the Marine Corps. I've seen movies, I've heard what happened at this boot camp. I don't think I can do it. Mm-hmm. What do you tell them?
Man, at the end of the day, it's like so for me, it's like if you want it bad enough, you're gonna find a way. Because if the fact that you're thinking about it should already be like, why is this on my heart? Why is it on my mind? So you need to investigate that and figure out how can I get over this hump, you know? And again, it comes with hard work. It comes with grinding. I'm not finna come around and be like, here's a Marine uniform. You're a Marine now. No, sir. No, sir. You're gonna earn everything.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I would start with them. It's like, how bad do you want it? Because if you're gonna let fear lead your life, then you ain't gonna have nothing, because a lot of stuff is scary out here.
Yes.
You know, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the uncertainty.
Yes.
But everybody that you know and love and adore, they failed at something.
Yes.
So if they stopped at the first failure or didn't try at all, you wouldn't know, you know, these big athletes or you know, entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So what we talking about?
Yeah. Come on, man. Man, I'm about to shut this whole podcast. Come on, man.
I don't play with them.
Yes.
I don't play with them.
Yes.
Anybody who know me, anybody who work with me, I don't waver.
Yes.
I stand on what I stand on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you like it or not.
Yes.
I don't do stuff for likes. I do stuff for respect.
That's it.
You know. So at the end of the day, you gonna respect me.
Yes. You don't have to.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's what it's about. You can like me today and dislike me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, what that's gonna do?
Yeah.
You know. So I don't play with them.
Come on, man.
My mom didn't play with me.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it, man. It's awesome to hear how influential, man. And it sounds like your mom just like my mom, man. Strong, man. And don't play, man.
Do not play.
Man, I was telling somebody the other day, I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year. And I'm still trying to, I know what it look like, I know what it feel like, but what is a jab slap? Like,
Jab slap.
It's so, but don't play, you know?
Try me if you want to.
Yeah, man, so I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So, as we wrap it up, can you give the audience your contact information for both reasons, man? For recruiting, but also for speaking, man. If somebody hears this and they say, I like that story, come talk to my kids, how do they contact you?
Man, so for recruiting purposes, my cell phone number is 832-724-2492. That's my actual cell phone to write to me. You know, ask any question about the military or the Marine Corps. That's the phone I carry with me 24/7. You know, as far as speaking engagements, I also have a Facebook page, Nelton Benard III, the code name Benard, so you can find me there. Instagram Benard13. And also, and my cell phone for the speaking engagement would be 832-216-6325.
Direct contact.
Direct contact. Because once I leave recruiting, this phone stays here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But my person will be with me.
Chapter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's it. So would the speaking be the next chapter, or what's the next chapter after the have you thought about it yet? Or?
Yes. So one of the things is being a JRTC instructor in the high school.
Yeah, man.
Because I can still do what I'm doing now.
Yes.
But just on the instructor side,
Yeah.
you know, mentoring and stuff like that. That's a option.
Yes.
Definitely getting into school and getting psychology and becoming a therapist. You know, because I do want to do that as well. But whatever I'm doing is going to revolve around mentorship, therapy, life coaching, the youth, automatic. It's like, and there's no question. There's no question. The crazy part is I found my passion of this while in the Marines. Because I was lost trying to figure things out, and we do a lot of mentoring in the Marines, right? And I was real good at it. I liked it. I didn't understand why, so I started investigating it. And I unlocked my passion. I unlocked my purpose in life. Everybody don't get a chance to do that. To unlock their purpose and passion.
No, they don't.
And when you find it, you get it and run with it, and can't nobody stop you.
Look, man.
I wish somebody would try to.
So this, I started July 1st, 2019, on my birthday last year.
Okay.
And since then, man, we talking the subscriber counts, the views, and the people who I get, man. It's like once you find that, it ain't no stop. Once you find that purpose and passion, there's no stopping you, man. And so for me to give this information out, it seems like that's what I'm supposed to be doing because everything is just flowing just natural. Everything flowing natural.
And that's how I like it.
So man, I look forward to what's coming up with you now and going forward, man. I'm definitely keeping touch because I got to hear how this story gonna play out, man. Come on, man. There's a lot going on here, but it's so much good stuff. Other than that, man, I appreciate you coming by and talking to us today, man.
Yes, sir.
Any last information?
Yes. So, what I've learned also in this type of profession, in this world, you know, you can't control the outcomes, right? So I will leave this. This is my infamous quote that I've created, I think, about 8 years ago, and I stand by to this day. And I have a deep passion of helping people, right? I'll help anybody. But at the end of the day, I can tell you, I can show you, I can draw it, map it out. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I can help you, but I can't save you. And that's on all my social media, my quotes. Everybody who know me know that's my thing. My voicemails, I can help you, but I cannot save you. Because I was so emotional about the outcome and why they ain't listening, and it would destroy me. And I was like, hold on, they still their own person. That's why it's called advice.
Yes.
You know. So once that clicks, I was like, okay, I can go so much further now because I'm not emotionally tied to every person I talk to. And then what I learned is that you can't save nobody. They have to save themselves. Just like I saved myself. I said, you know what? I'm not finna be going down this path. I'm going this way. I chose to go that way. Didn't nobody force me. I went there. So I was like, dang. Okay. So if I can only save myself, then that applies to everybody that's walking this earth.
Everybody on this earth. One more time. I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming with that. We want to thank Staff Sergeant Nelton Benard III for stopping by and talking to the KTTV audience today. If you are Elsie Graham and you are walking around that school, make your business to come find this guy Monday morning. All right? That will do it. This is KT for KTTV signing out. 100.